This is Ben Keys, and you're listening to the Crowject podcast.
It's a one-on-one inside 50. It's Wilson versus Considine.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the latest episode of the Crowject podcast. Just want to give a shout out off the top to our sponsors in Nathaniel's Coffee and Panini and Trojan Aluminium. We are recording at Nathaniel's Coffee and Panini tonight, and they do have a new store open on Green Hill Road number 229, Nathaniel's Portavia. So make sure if you're heading around the city or you're on your way into a game, you swing past and say hello. Without further ado, let's go around the table. He's back for another week. He wasn't here last week, but better than ever. He's got two sides of his face working. It's Sugar Ray.
No, I don't, but one's better than none, I guess.
Yes, glass half full mentality.
And
yes.
I'm just going to pre-warn everyone, like, what's going to come out. I've been locked up for a week at home, so who knows what's going to come out of this.
He's really worked on his Marlon Brando impersonation, though.
You're like a caged animal, just waiting to...
Like a lazy one that you would, like, go to the zoo and be like, a bit nervous, and then keep walking.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm glad that I saw it, but...
Yeah.
As long as you approach him from the right.
Yes.
Exactly.
Next up, it is Benny Mac.
Good evening, how are we?
Good, thank you. Next, we have Pilot Pete.
Hello.
And the queen of the pod tonight is Elodie.
Hello there. I've escaped from King John.
Yes, I was going to say. Who knows, you'll probably get dragged back to Korea tomorrow morning, but we've got you now. And last but not least, the owner of Nathaniel's Coffee and Panini, and we are very thankful to him for his sponsorship of the pod. It is Nathaniel himself.
Evening. Thank you for having me on.
No worries.
You've been a Crom OG for a very long time.
Have
as
I?
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't remember.
And getting Duday in here a few times as well.
Oh, once, but yeah.
Okay.
Pretty keen on him.
Yeah, come in again, Tom.
I'm sure.
Now, before we get into the games, Peter, do you have a Patreon list that we can read out?
We sure do. So if you head over to patreon.com/Crowject, you can help us out on the pod for just $1. $1 a month. And we got our sponsors have helped us to get to 201 episodes, which we're celebrating tonight. Because we forgot to celebrate 200. But a shout out to all of our amazing patrons, $10 and above a month. Dave Carnavale, Jake Bocco, Ray O'Hara, he's over there. Ben Piro, Sophie Damon, she's in the corner as well. Drew Corner, Sam Curtis, Sean-Marie Davies, Brendan McGarrigan, James Payne, Michael Bornholm, Jezza Withers, Matt and Neil Roylance too. And also a shout out to our new Patreons too, Jenny McArdle, Oscar Dunstan, Scott Cowan, Big T, Molly Howard, Radicus, and Mitchell Jones.
And we also do have two of our other Patreons in Georgina Masters and Jade Hickey with us tonight, hanging out. So thank you very much for coming along.
We just did the clapping thing. You can't hear it.
Yes. Now, also online, Thursday night preview pod for the Magpies game. Peter, fill us in.
Yeah, online Thursday night preview pod for the Magpies game is happening.
What time?
Thanks, Peter.
I don't know, sometime that night. We'll release it later on, won't we, Elodie?
That sounds about right to me.
Okay, thank you,
Record
Ray.
it, then release it. That's usually
Yeah,
the
sure.
way that it goes.
Okay, we're just going to bounce it around. Nathaniel, we've also got a call-in line as well for the Magpies game for people to leave their thoughts. Isn't that right, Cream?
Yeah, that's right, mate. Grabbed a couple of voicemails over the weekend. I'm sure you'll hear them later on in the show. There's an actual number. And don't forget, this week we're going to have a walk and talk, won't we, Peter?
Yeah, we sure will, won't we, Ray?
Yeah, I think it's after the Collingwood game.
Yeah, sure will.
After or before?
I think after.
Yeah. Okay.
By all means, you can be there before the game. We just won't be there.
If you walk and talk beforehand, acceptable, not recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to hear your voice later on recorded, then be there after.
It's like the pre-roll.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Correct.
You got to be a Patreon to hear that.
And we had an amazing pre-roll tonight. We went through Jade's DMs. A couple of people, who bargained themselves out of a deal. So, isn't that right, Jade? Yeah. All right.
Everyone has a price, Jade.
Now,
Drive it up.
This is a two-part episode as well. So we've got the second ep, which will be released on Wednesday evening as well, but we're recording this on a Monday night. And Cream.
Yes, Peter.
Did we win?
We did win.
Yeah.
First dot point here says, well, the main thing is that we won.
Yeah, but who did we win against?
We beat Hawthorn. In the end, it was 11-13-79 to 11-10-76 in a game that was much closer than I would have wanted it to be. End of the day, I think I'm just glad we won. Let's get to the main takeaways.
So
Who played well?
Yeah. Nathaniel, who do you think played well?
Rory Sloane, King, and Tex, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, turning back and forth with those two, hey?
Yeah. I've got like a two-part statement. One's going to be the most serious thing I say tonight, and then this.
Contrast.
Yeah, so contrast is it's one of those games that we weren't great. We got a little bit outside of our game plan, but it was close enough that we didn't have a 5-goal win and go, just patch over the cracks. But
Or a
it's
loss.
close enough to take, it's close enough to take some learning from and be like, no, we weren't good enough around the contest. But then again, we were in Tassie against Hawthorn, really shit team. Sometimes when you got to get into the zoo cage and fling shit with monkeys.
So true. Is that what you are at the zoo?
Yeah. I'm not as exciting as a monkey. But yeah, sometimes you just got to fling shit with shit flingers. Like,
Yes.
we had a shit win. It's better than a shit loss.
That's not going to be the title of the pod.
I watched the game last night when I got home, and it just looked like every single time we went inside 50, somehow Hawthorn had 15 blokes back there.
Yeah.
I think they said it was the most tackles that a team has laid this year. So Hawthorn just knew that they were going to hunt down the footy and hunt the man.
What I thought was that last week against Carlton, we were lowering their eyes and hitting that first kick up around 30 to 40 metres. But you've seen Hinge a couple of times, especially tried to take on that extra one or two people, then had to slam it on his boot so that we get an inefficient entry inside forward 50, and then it repels and we look terrible.
Well, there were multiple occasions where we looked like we could go inside forward 50, but there was just nothing there. So we would have to turn around at the 50-metre line and try and fire a handball backwards to give the forwards time to make space inside the forward 50, but they just had too many blokes back there.
Yeah, I think it's credits to Hawthorn's pressure because they played a pretty much perfect game for their standard of lists. There wasn't much we could do about it. I think Nixie said it best when he said,
Nothing at all.
a scrappy win is better than an honourable loss. That's what it is at the end of the day.
Exactly. You look back and it's not going to be one of the on the highlight reel at the end of the year, but you don't.
Except for Fogg's kick at the end.
Oh,
Ah.
Was anyone in doubt for that kick?
Nah,
Never.
Never in doubt. Whole game.
I don't know why, but when I saw him lining up for a drop punt, I almost knew he was going to kick it because I was like, this guy's so confident that he's going to kick this goal that he's not even snapping it around the corner like 90% of the people in the league would do.
Is it time to talk about this guy in depth with a little bit of Foggalicious?
I thought Jason Dumpster was going to break his waistband. He was getting that horny over him kicking a drop punt.
He was busting a chub, something chronic.
Gosh, I've never seen someone with such an engaged waistband.
I don't know about Stewie G, but anyway, we got Soph.
He nearly poked a couple sound effect buttons.
Now, Soph, tell us a little bit about old mate Foggalicious.
Well, I mean, you've already spoken about that amazing goal. I'm not going to lie, didn't prepare anything, so we're just going to quickly go through his stats.
You can just say he's a horn bag and we can move on.
Oh, yeah, sure. But like last week, he didn't really have a lot of touches first up. First quarter, he only had the one kick. I actually was wondering if he was even out there because I didn't see him until like late in the quarter, and I was a little bit stressed because I'm like, where is he?
I actually thought the same thing because I missed the first 5 minutes due to my KO. I was like, was he late out or something? Like, I just didn't see him out there.
I was stressing, but then I saw him in the background, so everything's fine.
To be
it's all
fair, it
good.
wasn't his fault, really. I think halfway
No.
through the second quarter, they even said it on the broadcast. They're like, this is one of the almost days. Like, he's in every right spot, or they couldn't
They
hit him
just-
up,
yep.
or the ball bounced a metre short.
Yep.
Like, just couldn't do it.
No.
But you can turn an almost game into that one at the end with that kick after this, like near on at the end of the game.
And credit to him, he just stuck to his game, and he's like, it's going to come eventually.
Stuck to it.
Yeah, that's a man kick. That is though.
Man.
He put kids into puberty with that kick. That'll put him.
Yes. They be sprouting.
Soph, back to you.
No, he definitely came back out firing after halftime. Third quarter, he got 2 goals, and then obviously in the fourth quarter, he kicked that clutch goal. He was very cool, calm, and collected. He just didn't care. He was just like, I'm just going to walk back. I'm just going to slowly jog in, just kick it over the goal umpire's head.
It's usually handy
one.
when you're kicking a goal.
It is, yeah. I heard you get the full 6 points for that one, so that was good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quite nice.
And they interviewed him directly after the game. I don't know if anyone saw the interview.
Tell us more, Cream.
They asked if he looked inside, and he's like, no, not that much.
I respect that. Yeah, you got to respect that. You're not looking inside.
I mean, you're 30 metres out. You're not going to look inside. It's the big key forward.
And you don't
shouldn't
know
be.
who's there. If you miss it, you got a minute and a half left.
Exactly.
Right.
Cool.
Time, linear. I don't know.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Do you reckon it's time for Laird of Roses as well?
Oh, gosh.
Oh, God. Oh.
Sophie's hour of power.
Yeah, Sophie's hour of power. We've got Benny Mac Slam coming later on in episode 203 or 202. I can't even keep up with the numbers. But, so, tell us a little bit about... desk. Good, yeah?
Oh, yeah. I liked it. He had 12 tackles, which was the highest, which was great to see. Obviously, he's been a bit quiet sometimes this year with some of his tackling, so it was good to see that pressure back. 29 disposals. Nice.
Not bad.
Like the number on his back.
Exactly. I like that.
Good vibes.
Only 9 kicks and 20 handballs, though, but,
Yeah.
He's better than Matt Crouch, though, because he actually lays tackles.
yes.
With the pressure, though, coming from Hawthorn around the footy, you couldn't do much more than slam it on the boot or get a hand pass out anyway. So
Yeah, that's all right. Matt Crouch has been consigned to doing more photos at Hungry Jack's.
After his game on the weekend, you should be even off of that, to be honest.
I think that's just maybe to hand in an application for next year.
Yes.
Fry cook or front counter, we reckon, for Matt?
I reckon he'd be front counter.
He'd be good at
He stinks of a front counter.
Nathaniel, you reckon he'd be good at salt shaking? You reckon? Because it's good at like handing something off.
Sure.
Yeah.
Same with like Ollie Wines. Ollie Wines stinks of a...
Why is he good at shaking salt?
It's because he's good at like
Using his hands.
handing things off. But it's like it's shut up. All right, anyway.
I've always wanted my chips hand passed to me.
One at a time.
Not the dim sims.
No, the dimmies.
Anything else, so for a Laird of Roses?
Look, he had 22 pressure acts, which was also the same as Keys and Murphy, but I mean, it was a very high pressure game, so that's expected.
Did we hear much about his knee in the end? I know he went off in the last quarter.
I saw something on Twitter. He did an interview today, and he said his knee banged into another knee. He's fine. He's going to train and play. He expects to play. So everything's fine.
As long as it was consensual.
So there's knee-on-knee contact.
Yeah. There was knee banging. I heard it was consensual. It's fine. No need to look into it.
Let me see if I can find the tweet because
It's
someone...
been sent to the integrity unit.
They're busy at the moment anyways.
Someone replied to it saying this almost seems a bit out of context, but... Let me see.
We don't talk out of context.
Somebody just talk for a minute about something.
While she being Sophie, finds the best player, finds his stats. Who did you think the best player was yesterday? Nathaniel.
Didn't you?
Didn't you already say Rory Sloan?
I thought it was Tex.
Were
I
you
can
in
say
a
take
coma?
some blood if you want.
I've had a stroke. But I think Tex needs another contract.
Yeah, Tex was really good. I thought Saligo bounced back pretty well. We spoke about that Thursday night, obviously. He looked pretty
Even
good.
though he missed that set shot 30 minutes out.
That's all right. You don't count them if we win.
But if we had lost,
I would have hated it.
I liked Pedler.
Yeah,
I think
very
Pedler's
good.
a good boy. Yeah, he did well.
There was a couple of times where he just picked up the ball and ran straight at the opposition. Like, I'm not going around you.
I'm running through you.
There's a new juggernaut.
Actually, while Elodie's on the mic again, Rob.
Oh!
A bit of Rob chat.
yeah.
There was
Yeah.
two key moments of Rob through the game. One of which Ned Reeves and him wrapped up at a ball up and it hit him on the top of the head.
I did see that one actually.
And then the very end of the game after the siren went and he was the only one still playing as he cleared it away.
Yes.
As everyone else was like, ugh, the
And
game's
then,
over.
and then he was jumping around. He was jumping and starting hugging bro.
Yeah.
He's just so like, there's just something about him. He doesn't look like a footballer. He looks like he's just out there having a good time.
he's a vibes guy.
He's a vibes guy.
I was at work for the game. I was like half watching it at work and just hoping that my patients didn't die in the meantime.
No, it reminds me of Captain Planet.
Captain Planet. Do you reckon it takes 5 people with rings together to form Rob? before every game, there's like...
I don't think we found the 5 rings yet, if that's the case.
Rory Laird's got to be Earth because he's like closest to the ground.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Mark Bickley's
What are the other
wind
ones?
because of the 93 prelim.
Tom Leach had to be fire.
Yeah,
Obviously,
oh yeah,
redhead.
100%. Who's Hart?
Sloan.
He's got a bit of heart about him, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And with their powers combined, they get a green-haired mullet guy with his jocks on the outside.
Who's Water? It'll be Ned. That'd be Ned.
Jimmy Rowe.
Oh, 100%.
It's got to be Jimmy Rowe, even though he's not with us anymore.
No.
He used to bathe himself before games.
Oh, yeah.
That one for you, Jay.
That makes sense. That's why they had to delist him, because he was one of the missing pieces to make Rob.
It wouldn't surprise me if Jimmy Rowe and Ned had two halves, but they keep forgetting to bring them along. Like a heart necklace.
Yes, that's the one.
Ned lost his on the water.
I didn't get to watch the game super closely, but there were so many hitouts in that game because I was like, what? Ned Reeves got like 42 hitouts or something, but then I was like, hang on, Rob got like 42 hitouts. What was going on? Stoppages everywhere.
You know what infuriates me most about Rob?
How long have you got?
About 30 seconds. On the bounce last night, they were doing an interview with Todd Goldstein about how it was ahead of his 300th game, and he was like, there's a stereotype that all ruckmen are dopey. Yeah. I'm trying to buck that trend. And Riley O'Brien's actually really smart. He got like a year 12 score of 97. But fuck me, everything he does makes him look like the dumbest person on the planet.
Yeah, like I feel like he might be smart in real life, but on the football field, he just looks like a big dope.
Yeah.
Who was that other ruckman that's really smart? Was it Steph Martin? That's a genius as well. I think it's Steph Martin.
Yeah,
He's like the same. Like he had a really good year 12 score, but he just looks like a dope on the field.
Well, Todd Goldstein was saying that I don't want to be a big dumb ruckman with like a massive black eye. It looks like he's just like walked into a door or something.
Sporting a massive hematoma.
Who's the smartest looking ruckman? I think Rowan Marshall.
Hugh Greenwood, because he's not really a ruckman.
That's a good one. Come back to me.
Yeah, rate that.
We need to finish.
Sorry, I found this tweet like 5 minutes ago, but it's fine. Okay, so this guy firstly quote tweeted this saying, I should be too old to laugh at the wording of this. Turns out I'm not. Anyway, so Lairdy was on SEN today, and his injury update, he said, I'm 100% sweet. I ended up with Nash and we banged knees.
Oh.
It was bone on bone, and it was just a stinger. It was nothing serious. I'll train and play this week.
I'm no expert. I'm not sure how bone on bone works in banging situations.
It's a bit of a docking situation, I guess.
Yeah, they booped their knees together. Yes.
Got your patella.
I like how it was nothing serious, when we're not going to catch up after the game. It was a once-off.
He just sent me a message saying, you up? We're like, okay, let's do this.
I was young and I needed the arthroscopy. Okay.
Just quickly, how long do we think Tex can play? Because they asked him yesterday how much, like if he wants to play next year, and he said he's going to play until they tap him on the shoulder and say he can't play anymore.
With his current form, give him a year contract. Just keep giving him years until
if you start managing him through, I think leadership's a big thing. That's if he
more
keeps up
important
his
than anything else.
Yeah, if he keeps up his form and contributes week to week, if you manage him through, you can keep him playing for another 2 at least.
He doesn't have to move much. He just needs to kick a couple of goals every game.
Yeah, that's it.
1+.
And he said he picks and chooses when he trains now throughout the week.
Geez, that's a good deal.
Yeah,
That's a pretty good deal.
It was like shout out to Burgess and everyone. They like, mate, if it works for you and you played the way you play, then train once a week. I don't care.
I might bring that up to my boss at work.
I'm going to try that tomorrow as well, actually.
Do you reckon it's like they get the Teams invite, like literally Microsoft Teams, and Tex is just like tentative?
If I feel like it, might have something better to do.
Burgess, we got the beep test today, Tex. No, I won't train today.
You wouldn't believe it. I've come up with food poisoning.
Again.
It wasn't the Yammer, I promise. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like Tex's contested marking has gone through the roof this year.
Yeah. I feel like he's moving better than ever. Like he looks better than he has the last few years.
Yeah.
I'd have to look though. Is he getting the best defender every week though, or is that going to Fogarty now?
Well, he's
is
playing
it
a lot
mixed
higher than the
between-
others, so the best defender usually plays back anyway. So
Yeah. I guess in the past, even like the first half of last year, we were wondering how Fogarty and Walker could coexist in the same forward line.
has Dillthorpe dropped off a little bit since the showdown?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I think he's been
gonna
more in the
happen.
mid.
Yeah.
Wing and mid.
I mean,
yeah.
he's young. I'll give him all year in there. I don't care if he only has 7 touches a game.
Yeah.
I mean, we're winning,
Yeah. Winning form's good form.
and he's our highest pick ever. So just give him time.
And Kane Corn says, "Do not ever drop him." So,
and he's a key position
And he's a firefighter. So. He's an emergency service worker. He knows.
Because what will happen is if we drop him, he'll go and have another blinder in the SANFL. Then you'll bring him back again. Then this will happen a month later, and you've got to drop him again. What's the point?
I mean, that's the thing. The spurts that he's showing when he's in the midfield and around the ball are good. Like there was one in the third quarter where he bends down like a rover, picks it up, dishes out a handball, goes around and gets it again. Like a bloke that tall shouldn't be doing that.
Yes.
He's showing enough for me to keep him in.
And he's running hard too because he's getting those marks that you don't expect in the defence and then going up forward.
Yeah.
Nick Murray has had some sort of year so far.
A blinder.
Yeah.
He's really good. I haven't remembered his name this time.
That's how good he's going.
So it's because he's just not right in front of you.
I'm scared of his legs. He's huge.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Jordan Butts, how did we see his game?
Did he
got subbed out.
He got subbed out, but was that just because they had no one tall?
Yeah.
And it was just like a matchup thing?
Like
Well, I mean, who was their key forward?
Fergus Green. Yeah. If you had a Mitch Lewis playing, I reckon you could have given him an argument to stay in, but
Yeah.
tactically it was the right move to make to take him off.
Rory was shattered, my boy, because he favourite players butts, because he just likes saying butts. And he punches the ball all the time. So every time I throw a ball to Rory now, he just punches it away and goes, butts. So what the hell is that?
That's going to be good to explain at Auskick.
No. I've already had enough problems with him this week. I had to drop him off to childcare and half my face not working. I think all the women thought I was winking at him.
You really are Costanza, aren't you?
You're probably going to get expelled from kindy because I'm winking at people.
Sorry, Ray, you can't bring him here anymore.
Yeah.
All right, we got to get to our new segment now, and we only did this one because we could make this intro. So it's for our new favourite player. Now, Max McElhaney, of course, the child prodigy this year. He had no handballs, so he hasn't gone to the Matt Crouch School of
Handballs.
Salt shaking.
Yeah.
But
He's only young, give him time.
yeah.
A few longer showers.
Thoughts on his game, if at all? Anyone?
He's really good.
He held Bruce really well.
There was something in the last quarter. It was a kick where he spotted up, I want to say it was Tex, on the forward 50 line.
And he was absolutely flying through the middle. Like, he wasn't...
Yeah. And there's 3 or 4 minutes left. Like, he's a young kid. I mean, you just come back to the composure thing.
Yeah.
And I think you can use that pretty much until he's played 50 games.
Yeah.
And
a
by
young kid with 9 tackles, that's pretty huge too.
Yeah. And for the position he plays, he's averaging about 5 tackles a game, which is just wild.
And he uses a ball at such a high rate. Is outstanding.
it's like
Good ball users.
It's like Collingwood wanting to give the ball to Dacos. Like if Dawson's playing up in the middle and you've got McElhaney down back, you want to give him the footy because you know he's going to use it well. Like you're not afraid to.
And he's so tough for someone so small and skinny and.
Yeah, he looks so
tougher.
frail, but then like he's just crashing through.
I actually got to watch his brother play on the weekend.
How'd it go?
His brother is very good. Very good. Might be better than Max. Don't want to put it out there too early.
Big call.
Same position?
He played on the wing because he's like, luckily there was no wind because he's that small. He'd probably get blown away by a strong breeze, but he played on the wing and looked really good. So
Cool.
Beautiful.
All right. So we actually set up our phone line this week.
I'm so psyched for this.
I can't remember the number, 8246 something. You'll see it on social.
3459.
I think it was 5496.
Okay.
I just wanted to say 4 random numbers.
8675 309.
6969.
That's my home number.
We had that twice in losing scores this week, so, you know. Anyway, we'll get to that
But
later.
everyone wins in 6-9.
Okay. First off, we've got our first voicemail here, and Elodie, you'll have some of the socials later on.
Yes.
Yes. Okay,
Yes.
here we go.
I kind of feel like Ray's face when he tries to smile at the moment. You know, half of me is happy and the other half is just very, very upset of the performance we put in for the whole game.
was good to hear the bird in the background. So, did anyone hear that? Around
Sam
the-
Curtis loves his bird.
I was going to say that has to be Sam, does it
Yeah.
not? Yes.
The bird's name's Fog as well, isn't it?
Is it?
I think.
Is it a cockatiel?
Budgie, I think.
Okay. I don't know my birds. How's your face feeling after that one?
Yeah, fine.
Okay.
He's not wrong. Like I think everyone might have been happy at the game in Tasmania because there was that burn off in the background of the farm.
With the cows.
Yeah.
Was it a
Someone-
euphemism? It was.
I don't know. Everyone seemed a lot more relaxed around
Welcome
the
to
footy.
Launceston.
So you're
maybe there's
telling
like
me.
a cop burn off of some.
Oh,
Yeah.
bit of the old wacky tobacco.
So you're telling me Mount Barker isn't the only oval that has cows on the outside?
You're
Probably not
joking.
in the world, nah.
Not in the world.
Nah.
Where else would they have cows?
Old McDonald's farm. E-I-E-I-O.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm.
That's a banger. Anyway, here's our next one.
Hi, Crowject. It's Alex. My heart is beating so fucking fast right now. We should have thumped them, realistically. I don't know how the fuck we nearly choked that, but thank God. Darcy Fogarty, marry me and have my kids.
Okay.
Goodbye.
So it's got competition.
Jeez, marry me, have my kids. Is that a DM to Jade or what?
Whoa. We'll find out. Here's the next one.
G'day, Crowject. This is
Hey.
Frank Milanese. Just letting you know that we've got a
Oh, we didn't
scrappy
know.
win. 4 points is 4 points, and congrats, Tex, on 550 goals.
Yeah.
Let's get
Yeah.
going.
Great point, though. Do you reckon he'll get to 600?
Yes.
Oh,
That's the line I would set. 600.
yeah, 600.
Yeah.
I reckon he'd be pushing it for 600.
Can we all run onto the field if he kicks 600?
Sure. You can try. Yeah, you can go for it.
You go first.
We'll set up a GoFundMe
You'll be like
to pay for the fine.
what's Will Ferrell's character in Frank the Tank? No,
Ricky
in
Bobby Talladega Nights, where he's on
no,
fire.
old school. Let's go streaky. Just him. Everyone's coming up.
Yeah. I'll just be like sprinting towards Tex by myself. Get tackled by a security guard.
No, you'll be able to outrun them. Easy.
Yeah,
We've seen
easy.
some of them. Anyway, here's the next one.
Yeah. So today, football game. Not a good football game, but we won regardless. And I think that. I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, that was terrible.
That was worse than the football game.
Okay, whoever that was, if you're listening, we're going to have it open again this week.
Yeah, you can do it again.
Yeah, you
can do one of us.
We'll give you a mulligan.
All right. Shout out to Live Golf. Sponsor us if you want. Here's the next one.
You can get fucked because you're a bit
Cannot confirm nor deny that was me. It wasn't.
Okay. Here's the next one.
Yeah, hey guys,
Okay.
it's Matt. Another great Crom win down in Cromceston. Probably 2 goal of the year contenders with Rankin and Fogg at the end. And love the confidence from Fogg to go back and kick the drop punt straight through the middle.
I think
Go
he's basically
Crocs.
saying big dick energy.
Yeah.
From
Could
Fogg.
not agree more.
Not a bad call either. Rankin stands up when we need him to stand up. He does something a little bit flashy just
Yeah.
to get the boys up and about.
Like the double fend off.
Yeah, the double fend
Oh,
off.
yeah.
You know, he's a goer. He's a goer. And you know what they say, the great philosophers always say, surround yourself with goers and you too will go.
Oh, you're joking.
The famous quote.
I've been surrounding myself with stoppers all these years.
All right, here's the next one.
Fuck, can you hear my voice?
Yes.
I feel like throwing glasses at my TV the whole time.
Oh.
Like, what the hell is that, man? Like, I just want to... Like, I'm not going to live anywhere near as long as I was going to live 4 hours ago. But whatever, we won. Go Crocs.
Cool. Is that James McCann?
The drama.
Well, to be fair, he's not going to live, like, 4 hours later, you're
Yeah.
actually not going to live as long as you were 4 hours previously.
Yeah,
Just
I mean,
time,
that's
you
how
know.
time works. That's where time is
We're
linear.
all dying of that one thing, AGE.
Okay.
I don't know. What happened over there?
Yeah, so I thought the Crows were good, but they should have done way better. Like, it was such a scrappy game to watch, and Rankin just didn't do anything in that game pretty much, except for the last minute where he scored that screamer. But in general, Crows just have to do better if we win our next couple of games. We have Collingwood and then Geelong or something, which is a very difficult couple games. So if we want to stay in the A, then we'll have to do better than that.
Right.
Bit harsh on Rankin, I reckon. He
Yeah.
played up on the ball and had 15 touches, a couple of clearances. Bit harsh.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? That was actually my nephew. So, thanks, Toby. And it was his birthday recently. I went and took him a Crom Uddy.
I've just rinsed him and now you're like,
Yeah.
it's his birthday.
Yeah, no. I think Rankin did a lot of stuff up the ground. He wasn't really. He probably just knew the ball wasn't coming into forward 50 the way that he wanted it early on in the game.
The way that the game was rolling, we knew that we had to put him up around the ball.
Yeah.
And that would help us get going. Like, it wasn't a game where he could just sit in the forward line and go, yeah, it'll come to me, because it wasn't.
And, like, I think it's proven that for him to kick his only goal of the game, he had to do something like he did in the last minute just to hit the scoreboard.
Yep.
Yep.
And again, he's a goer.
Yes.
He is a goer.
He's a goer.
Not a stopper.
Mm-hmm.
He goes.
I think that's why our
Keeps
forward
going.
line is functioning. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, time for the rest of the socials, Elodie.
Yes, well, I think because we put the number out, we didn't actually get a lot.
Okay, thank
on
you
the
for your
socials,
interactions.
but next, thank you for interacting with the Crowject. We do have a couple. We do have a couple on Facebook.
Yeah.
We have Matt O'Brien, the OG Patreon.
The OG.
Who says 2022 Crum wouldn't have had the class to eke out that win. 2023 Crum are a different breed.
Yes.
Brendan McGarrigan, who, this is a very succinct way of putting it.
Friend of the pod and patron.
The stats never lie, and the stats say we win.
Never been a
Can't
truer
dispute it.
statement.
Let me just do the math on that. He's a simple man.
79 is more than 76.
Yeah.
Correct.
Spade to spade operator.
We love spades.
Matt Warren says, we were brought into their game style and ground it out, ranking worth every cent, and give Fogg a 6-year deal.
But not according to Cream's nephew.
He
didn't do jack until last seconds.
Happy birthday. We got Anton Drew, who says, Hawks were intent on playing an ugly shutdown game just to win.
Yeah.
We needed a scrappy win like this to prepare us for, in all caps, the big boys, like Collingwood.
Yeah.
The big boys at Collingwood.
Big boys.
Big boys. The
Why
teams,
are we talking like this?
the teams up the ladder tend to play a more open game like us. And then we've got-
Hang on, St Kilda shut everyone down. They're top of the ladder. They're just shut
Oh,
down.
yeah.
Don't come at this. No. This is social media comments. Don't bring logic into it.
The socials.
See, I disagree. St Kilda only shut Collingwood down.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
Everyone else they haven't shut down. Yesterday it was like goal for goal until halfway through the third quarter.
Yeah, they're playing a very un-Ross-like style of football this year, which is
And they're
which is
winning.
wild.
So
Ross
let
is
that
wearing
be a no. Fucking Ross.
Birkenstocks to press conferences. Free and easy now.
He's a changed man.
He's taking it easy, yeah.
You ever been a fan of Ross Lyon, Nathaniel?
No.
No. Boy, correct answer.
I like Ross Lyon. He seems
He
like
always
a-
just used to be too uptight. I thought he was always had a wedgie, but the way he is now, he might be free balling at every fucking press conference.
His time with Triple M has changed him as a person.
Yes.
What underwear do you think Ross does wear?
None.
do you reckon before Perth or after Perth?
No, he's definitely a tidy whities guy. Like,
I think he's a silk boxers sort of guy now. I feel like he used to be tidy whities and he's got silk boxers.
now he's a silk boxers.
With the flames on them.
And he has a lava lamp and a can of Lynx next to his bed.
Shout out to Mitch Golden Patreon as well. That was amazing to speculate on that photo. So many mysteries.
We just got one more from the socials from a great friend and family of the pod, Sal Hickey, who says, Crows were always going to win, but wanted to lead the Hawks into a false sense of security. Very smart. Who am I kidding? They snuck in by the seat of their pants, but a win is a win. Go you Crowies with
Hang
three
on.
They snuck in by the what?
By the seat of their
Is it
pants.
supposed to be the pants? It's supposed to be the skin of your teeth. You don't sneak in by the seat of your pants. You don't run in with a chair on your ass. Like just like, got that one.
Or do you?
Oh, seam.
Seam.
The seam of your pants.
You walk in the door thrusting.
Okay, that makes sense.
That explains a walk and talk.
Is this a common phrase in the Hickey household?
Is it spelt seat though?
Yeah. think so. Unless I just don't know how to read.
So Sal was just on the cans. That's
So we just want to point out the Crowject's recorded in front of a live studio audience. And Jade, your thoughts on your mum?
Love it.
Okay.
All right.
Us too.
Back to the studio.
Love you, Mum.
Any other comments there?
No, that's about it.
All right. Now, we'll be back after this break. All right, we're back. Now, we've got to talk about the SANFL game, and we lost in a heartbreak out at the Patagonia,
Ponderosa.
Patachilna. Why is it called the the Peter...
Ponderosa.
The Peter...
Ponderosa.
Peter Ponderosa.
Yeah, the Peter Panda.
Peter Panda Ponderosa ex-convenience oval out there in Elizabeth. I'm not 100% sure. My theory would be that they wanted it to not sound like you're playing at Elizabeth.
That makes sense.
Or they didn't want to make it sound like you're playing at a service station.
I tell you what, having made the trip to this game and seeing the Commodore hooked up to the security camera pole on the hill end of the oval, you felt like you were in Elizabeth. Believe me.
How was it? It was a long trip for you. Long trip for you, Ben.
45-minute drive to watch us get shafted.
To watch fucking Spuddy McSpud'em spud it up.
I have to say, for SANFL grounds, it's up there in quality though.
It's beautiful ground.
If it was
when you
put
steal all the
anywhere
fertiliser, it's going to look great.
If you put it anywhere else in a nice suburb, it's even better. But yeah,
That's what I was saying. Like for gather round, it's the oval that's the most like an AFL oval. And I was thinking for gather round, they should have played a game there. But at the end of the day, they don't really want.
We're not showcasing the state of Elizabeth.
To go to Elizabeth.
Come to the city of Playford. Don't say Elizabeth.
If we had a game there and Gil McLaughlin goes down there, he's automatically saying we're not having it here next year.
that's right. It's going to Sydney.
Yeah.
Nathaniel, did you catch any of this game?
Unfortunately not.
Good call.
Not unfortunately.
No, fortunately, yes.
So, as I said, I was there. A few key players in this one. Shane McAdam, didn't do much. Wasn't much shot.
Can we ask the table?
Table, tell us your secrets.
Okay. Table. So Ray and I talked about last week how we think that Shane McAdam isn't necessarily, he doesn't belong in our 22. What are your thoughts?
He's going to have to do something special to get back in because, he doesn't really fit anymore.
Other than get rubbed out for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I think barring injury, it's going to be very hard for him to get back in.
Nathaniel, have you been a McAdam fan?
I have. I think, he's a bit unfortunate with his body, but
just like the profile of the list. Now that we're rebuilding,
is Gallant ahead of him now as well?
Yeah, he can't even finish his sentence.
Sorry, I'm just angry.
Oh, Nathaniel, your thoughts?
No. I do think that McAdam's been unfortunate with the way he's struggled with his body a little bit too much the last 4 or 5 years. But I really like his style of play. I think he plays too much of plays for the freeze, and I think he's learning from that. But I'd like to see him back in the game, back in the AFL before the halfway. Yeah.
I'd like to see him at least get another chance to show what he's got. He's a very unique player, isn't he? He plays like a tall forward, but he's not tall.
That's why I think he doesn't belong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Just watching him on the weekend, he looked lost. Like, I don't think he knew whether to be a tall or a small, and that probably doesn't help that we didn't have a Himmelberg or someone actually big playing in the side down forward. But he just didn't do a lot.
Didn't you feel lost being in Elizabeth too?
I felt very lost.
Just where he was. Where is this place?
It's very true. Maybe he's a Western suburbaner like myself, and he went, "What the fuck is this? Why is there a Commodore hooked up to a pole?"
I just wonder if he comes back in. The tools are Fogarty and Walker, and the smalls are Rankin and Rochelle and McHenry when he's in there.
Murphy.
And Murphy as well. It's like, so what's he going to be?
Yeah, something in between.
Like, what is he?
The in-betweeners.
He's a man.
Oh, he's definitely Will from the in-betweeners.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, he's an in-betweener and he plays like an in-betweener, like he doesn't know what he is. He's not one and he's not the other, so what is he?
So he pretends it's a sitcom and he only plays for 25 minutes.
I don't know. McAdam's whole career is just an existential crisis.
He's the Costanza of the team.
Yeah.
Every team needs
something.
Who's Riley Clamp and why did he kick 3 goals?
Yeah.
He played very well. We spoke about him a couple of weeks ago. I think he's a top-up player that we picked up.
Okay.
Yeah,
Does he clamp down on the opponent?
He did. He clamped the ball in his hands and he kicked the goals. He was great.
The big clampers.
Maybe we could sign him up mid-year. I don't know. Hopefully we'll keep him on for longer than 6 months. That's a bit of a
Let's
touchy
sign him up
subject.
mid-year and then break his heart at the end.
But, other than that, I thought Gallant had a decent game. He kicked 3 goals 4. Obviously could have been a far better game, but missed a few easy ones.
If you kick 4 goals 3, we win the game.
He would have.
Hang on, let's check the maths on that again. Yeah, that's great.
Stats. Call me Brendan McGarry.
Schallenberg had a decent game. He had 23 touches and 2 goals. He was very lively around the place. Not so lively, Sam Berry. Was a bit disappointed with his game.
Is this the TikTok curse?
Overhyped last
Could
year.
well be.
Yeah.
How did James Borlase go?
He was very good.
Was
and
he?
he is a beautiful looking man.
He is so gorgeous. He's the most attractive.
Do
on
we
the
need him
Crows
in
list.
just for hotness?
I think so. I think aesthetics really do pump up the team a lot more.
Yeah, 100%
If you got
they
some
do.
hot boys playing.
Fog at one end, Borlase at the other, and jeez.
Yeah, then
Put me
the
in the middle.
midfielders get distracted, and then everyone's looking around going, what's happening? And then we can run away with it.
Exactly. That's footy for you.
Imagine Van Burlo. He's just like, all right, boys, we need more guys to just dazzle.
Everyone get your haircuts this weekend.
Nice fades, boys. Nice fades. We're going to get him this one.
Now, Ben, you alluded to Matt Crouch having a garbage game.
Yep.
Please elaborate.
Just a very typical Matt Crouch game, like it wasn't anything special. He hit a couple of targets by foot, which was very impressive for his standards, but just average game.
The little that I saw of this game, I felt like he wasn't running. Like
Yeah,
he
no,
was
he
just
wasn't.
near it.
He was
but
plodding along.
where he needed to actually put in, he just didn't.
Yeah, he was very much the bloke giving the cheap handballs out, as always, and just not really following it up after that.
Is he still struggling, injury-wise?
I can't tell anymore if it's just him or if it's an injury. He's just poor.
Part of me wonders if he's struggling mentally. Like, does he care? Has he realised he's probably not going to get back in the team now because there's so many people ahead of him and he's just going to stay in the twos all year?
Yeah, I mean, I think he still had 28 touches or something like that, but he just didn't do anything with them.
He had 24, 13 kicks.
Do you reckon he's
11
getting
passes.
stories back from Brad at St Kilda just saying, Ross Lyons handed out silk shorts. Free Birkenstocks for everyone. Oh, I wish I was there.
A couple of players I want to ask you about, Ben. Firstly, my boy Billy Dowling, 15 touches and a goal.
Very good game.
Very good game. Tariq Newchurch, 3 behinds.
He had a few tough shots, in fairness to him. He had a few kicks from about 40 out, and there was a strong wind to one end of the ground. So, look, stats probably make it look worse than what it was.
Okay.
Maybe
I wasn't trying to break your heart then, Cream.
Cream is being consoled with a dim sim right now.
The only way to cook.
And no soy sauce, though. Very dry dim sim.
Johnson Soys, open up.
She ate it upside down.
Open up. No, this is a terrible idea.
Sorry, the only way to console Cream for the news about Newchurch with 3 behinds was to just shove a dim sim in his mouth.
Kept him quiet for a minute, is it?
Do you want us to just talk on your behalf, Craig? Mm-hmm. All right. Well, what is the deal with the price of fruit tangles? I've had a gutful of them. Oh, I couldn't even take the cans out of Adelaide. Why do I sound like Rob? I don't know.
Have you got the fruit tangles on tap yet at your work? Have you put your mouth under the tap yet? And
Not yet. It's we had a meeting.
Tap tangles.
We had a meeting with the rep last week, and we'll have by the end of May.
Don't say where it is, because Nathaniel's Coffee and Panini's where it's at, isn't it, Nathaniel?
yeah, and they're getting fruit tangle on tap too, right?
No, we don't have a liquor license. Yeah.
All the fruit tingles.
Yeah. We got it.
Just like you want to tingle some fruit. If you want to tingle your fruit, go see Cream. But if you want high quality paninis, come see Nathaniel.
All I can say is you're better off coming and seeing Nathaniel.
Yeah.
Because those paninis are something else.
Yeah. And Cream's still getting that tingling mechanism working. Like, I don't know.
Where the hell are we?
Paddy Parnell and Will Hamill. How'd they go? They're obviously pushing for Max Michaelini's spot.
Hamill was good. They pushed him a bit further up the ground through the midfield a bit, which was nice. Rocking the helmet, which was also nice. And Paddy Parnell was his first game back, I think, or second. So easing him into it. He was decent without being anything particularly spectacular.
I also think Will Hamill was very good. I hope he treated himself to a nice burger after that game.
Well, he was able to ride his bike straight there because he had the helmet on.
Never takes it off. Gets into bed and boops his head on his headboard.
Yeah, but he went back to his bike and it was just the wheel.
It was up on bricks, but you know, he walked the frame to the burger shop.
Why are you still wearing your helmet? You're walking your bike.
Yeah, bit of a search, sorry. All right, where the hell are we? Again. All right, it's time for anything else about that game? Okay.
Yes.
Not really.
One thing.
No shit.
If you look at it, and I've said this in the thing.
Elodie,
with the
load up
worm,
another dim sim.
they kicked the last 3 goals 3.
Yep.
Unanswered. In like the last 20 minutes straight, the Crows couldn't score.
Few umpiring
I think
decisions.
it was like 3-3 to 2 points. Was it umpiring or was it a combination of that and the Crows putting the cue in the rack?
Bit of both. The last sort of 5 minutes, the ball was sitting in their forward line and probably 3 or 4 free kicks for us missed. A very obvious high tackle, and I think it was Will Hamill. And then 2 seconds later, they get one and they slot the goal.
How can they miss high tackles on Will Hamill though? Doesn't his helmet just fling back?
Well, it's like there's no friction from hair there. You
Yeah,
don't
that's
stop
true.
at the hair. It's like just one smooth motion over the top.
Well, they can't claim a high tackle because he's already safe.
That's true. He's protected.
The potential for injury just wasn't there.
Oh, so you're saying you can just smack a guy around in a helmet as much as you want? Caleb Daniel can just get kneed in that head.
Well, like I said, he wears a helmet under the helmet. Just double helmet.
I think, obviously, with all the inclusions, we looked at the team last week and we were like, and I said this on the prediction pod, we're going to beat them by 15 goals.
I think I did say to you that Central has been coming in with a bit of form through what I'd seen. So I didn't think it was going to be an easy win, but I thought we'd win.
Yeah.
But I think, as you always say, bad kicking's bad football. You've always said it.
In fact, that was one point that I wrote here that I forgot to say. Bad kicking.
Yeah.
Sums it up.
I think it was implied anyway.
Yeah.
Yep.
Stats don't lie.
Didn't even need to say it.
Yeah.
All right, shall we do around the grounds, Cream?
Sure, let's do it.
All right, time for another dim sim. Elodie, over to you.
Oh yes, around the grounds for
Yeah.
this round. We're still going in this round. We've still got one game and one quarter.
Don't
left
you
in
look at your
football.
fucking phone.
Don't you put it on?
I'm on Max Scorn anytime goal scorer.
Put it on.
Girls in the corner, please look it up.
Nobody cares about your stupid multis. All right. Starting on Friday night, we had the Bulldogs getting up over Fremantle, 118 to 69.
The lobster tears have the last laugh.
Yeah, that was weird. There was a point in like the third quarter. Peter loves the lobster. Peter on the hill. What was it? The Saturday night gather round, just constantly just yelling lobster. He was nowhere near the ball.
I still can't feel my face after that. No.
Me either.
With that one, I love the photo afterwards with the can of lobster tears. The beer and the Freo.
Yes. Yeah. What about those Freo fans turning around for his shot goal? That was the most cringe thing ever. Cross their arms, turn around. No,
I saw
I'm
today.
not watching.
Freo actually released another beer this week, but it's just like a plain Freo beer, like the Crows had, and everyone in the comments is like, "Yeah, I hope it goes better than you won last week." Like,
It's flat already. It's a real Freo beer.
That was a point. I think it was in the third quarter where like the Freo players weren't even looking at the game. They were all just trying to fight lob. I was like, what is this? What are you doing?
Well, he does look like that, the Russian from Rocky, doesn't he, with his white hair?
He does a bit.
Yeah, it looks like the outer version of Dolph Lundgren.
He does.
Yeah.
He's got a punchable
Ivan
face.
Drago or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
He's definitely got a punchable face. But at the same time, do they care that much that he's gone? Like, he's not a great
He does
player.
look like he was generated by AI.
Like he belongs in that sex shop.
Listen to our pre-roll for that one. Hello. Ding dong.
Jeez. That could be some Bulldogs merch to release. Lob sex dolls. Yeah. Keep your eyes
Not a
eyes peeled for
bestseller.
that.
Only bought by one R Lob. Western suburbs of Melbourne.
Yeah,
That was
from
weird.
Footscray.
And then we come back to Adelaide Oval, where we had Port getting up over West Coast 109 to 69.
Nice.
Nice again.
The sex number again.
West Coast monumental amount of injuries.
Yeah.
Fans up and about, just saying.
Yeah, just
Ken Hinkley, lock him in.
Do it.
2 weeks ago, fucking, we need to turn over the club. I don't know why they look like their balls are in a vice.
What about that? Who was it that posted that top 5 coaches thing?
Oh, well, I'll jump to that and the golden Twitter of the week shortly once I find it.
So keep tuned for that. But good on you, Ken. You beat the West Coast reserves team by 40 points. Nice.
They even had retired players playing reserves.
Yeah, they had people coming out of retirement so they could field 2 teams. That is wild. And then we had Brisbane Lions getting up over the Giants, 108-87.
Charlie Cameron,
yeah, 7.
Was it
Career
meant?
high.
Did he mean it? Did everyone see the goal? Did he mean it?
The what?
Yes.
His goal where he jumped in front of his opponent and sort of flick kicked it behind him.
Oh, no, I didn't see it. Was it good?
It was good. Did he mean it? I'm not sure. But
An accidental goal.
it might have been an accidental goal. He tried to claim it.
Should an accidental goal be worth more or less points?
Maybe a 5 point. Yeah.
5 point, yeah. No,
Oopsie goal.
Yeah, oopsie goal.
And then we had Geelong absolutely spanking Sydney in the grand final replay, 130-37.
What do you expect, though?
Yeah, Callum Mills is playing on Tom Hawkins in key defence.
They have no key defenders, so Cameron and Hawkins just decide to kick 10 goals straight between them.
Yeah, that's it. It's...
Well, they don't decide, they just did it.
At team selection on Thursday night, the boys would have been like, we're filling our fucking bags this weekend.
Everyone abstained from it because we're filling our bags for this weekend.
Yeah.
That's the title of the pod, actually. Write that down, Ben. Filling our bags.
Yeah.
No. Anyway, move on, Melody.
I was saying that I think Geelong I reckon they're putting the foot down now. Grimace just getting punished with a dim sim in the mouth again.
This is Nathaniel's Coffee Panini or Guantanamo Bay. Waterboarded.
Torture by dim sim.
I'd be most upset that it was going in backwards. But...
sorry.
Next up, we have St Kilda beating Carlton 82-60.
This was a good game.
It was a good game. It was a really bizarre game stat-wise. Carlton, look how many possession... Carlton had about 100 more possessions than St Kilda.
They just did munganuguts with them.
Carlton had 5, 6...
They overused the ball.
2, 3, 7 players that had 30-ish or more disposals. And the top disposal getter for St Kilda was Sinclair on 27. Very strange.
I love to hate Carlton.
Yeah.
Man, they suck.
I reckon we derailed their season again.
Yeah.
There's a fan base that they talk a lot of smack for a team that won their last premiership in 95.
I'll tell you what, if you want some entertainment this week, just go and listen to any of the Carlton fan podcasts because they will be gold.
The meltdowns.
There was one that was sent in.
Webby.
Yeah, Webby.
No, was it two passionate blue baggers?
Who looks exactly like we thought he would.
That's not a great title for a podcast, is it? Two what is it? Blue baggers.
2 passionate blue baggers. But the best thing is, there's 3 of them.
There's 3 of them on the show.
They're brothers.
There's 3 of them on the show, but only 2 are passionate.
what's it called?
One doesn't care that much.
What's it called? The Blue Ballers.
Yeah, 2 passionate blue ballers.
The tea
One
baggers.
that loves to fill his bag.
That's okay. They're all besties. So.
Yeah.
Anyway.
2 are passionate. One's not that keen, but
Is it too late to change the name of our pod?
To what?
The tea bags.
Crowbag.
Crumbag.
The Crumbag.
The Crumbags. Yeah.
Empty Crumbag.
Empty your crom bags all over us.
Crowbags up on the Big Cartel website? Or?
Crowject.bigcartel.com.
I think that's my
Get yourself a
spicy
crom bag.
We're running out of dim sims to shove into
No. See, in the pre-roll when we were reading out Jade's anonymous Twitter, and the first one was about draining. Should have been drain your crom bag.
Drain your passionate blue baggers or something.
Just a heads up. You know, sorry to everyone in the room. There was supposed to be one for every person, but he just kept shoving them in my mouth.
You can have my nibbled half. Anyway, Elodie, what's next?
Oh, what is next? In a game that absolutely nobody gave a shit about, the Suns beat North Melbourne 97-54.
Took Miller hurt his knee.
Yeah,
He did, knee hurty. Sorry, I
Did
brought
he
him in
bang it with
fantasy.
another
so-
man?
Bone on bone.
Was this a three-way?
I mean,
Knee
Luke Davies
bony
Uniac went off injured as well, so you never know.
Yeah,
A menage a
that's it.
trois of knee banging.
And poor old Sheasel has been ruined by the return of Aaron Hall.
No. He was tagged.
Nah, I think it's Aaron Hall.
What, do you reckon there's a secret society called the Knee Knockers?
There probably is. It's probably in some dark corner of the internet you don't really want to go.
Sounds like an orthopedic surgeon's podcast.
It's like the Stonecutters from The Simpsons. So instead they say
That's
knee
what
do.
I was thinking. Yes.
Knee do.
All right.
All right, and then we've got a live update from the game going on right now. Melbourne versus Richmond.
Now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to pretend like Melbourne won.
Okay.
What a go. Oh, jeez. Gone.
Jeez.
Goal on the siren and got cream
Fucking
molded.
better.
Yeah.
Oh, that bloody Ruck Jesus.
Yeah,
Grundy did it again.
Yeah. The Jaffel King.
He's
yeah.
a champion.
The real highlight of the game was the horse beforehand, though.
Was that from Dimmer or?
No, it's the night before Anzac Day. It's what the Anzacs bloody would have wanted. A horse walking around at MCG. Who picks up the shit?
This is what they died for.
They got Dimmer in the change rooms and all shitting on the overboard.
They dimmed out.
To be fair, I'm not sure who actually watched this game when he went up to light the fire cauldron. But it took the old bloke with the fucking fire torch about 7 minutes to walk up those stairs. So they probably just cleaned the horse's shit up behind him as he walked.
Okay, now let's pretend Richmond won. Wow.
Toronto, am I right? What a game.
Cumberland, 3 goals in the first quarter. Could you believe
Jesus.
it?
Dustin Martin, 50 touches.
Hugo Ralph Smith came off the bench. He's not even selected.
Dustin Martin, 50 touches and 3 threatens with chopsticks.
See, right now I'm threatening Cream with these dim sims. Pointing them at
There's a random car waiting out the front. Do you reckon they actually meant to go to massage? They just got the wrong address.
Would you like a panini?
Hello,
Hello.
SV6 with tinted windows. If I die, I die.
They're very slowly creeping up. It's, are we all going to die? If you guys hear gunshots.
Girls get in the back.
All right, now, and...
That turned weird.
What are you Oh, no, not like that. All right, let's move on. Collingwood versus Essendon at the MCG as well. This is going to be released on the Tuesday, I really hope. And let's pretend Collingwood won. Up and about.
Hot fires.
Can someone go next to Dacos for a change?
Okay, let's pretend Essendon won.
Find one of them.
Oh, they tagged Dacos. Oh, they tagged Dacos out of the
Imagine if they
game.
accidentally tagged the wrong Dacos. They're like, all right, we're tagging Dacos this week, and then some guy's just following Josh.
Damn it,
Dacos.
I got Josh.
Nick's getting like 50 touches. What's going on?
Josh has only had 7 touches, coach. I did my job.
He always has only have 7 touches.
Hot pies, cold pies, whichever way. We're all happy.
Yeah.
Except Cream. Okay.
All right, that's it for
That's it.
Around the Grounds. And so that's it for part 1 of this episode. But obviously, we're celebrating 201 episodes of the Crowject as well. I kicked all this off, but Cream has been on since episode 2. Cream, some of your favourite memories. Dim Sims getting shoved down your esophagus?
Well, the first one that jumps to mind is when we did the interview with KG Cunningham. He kept calling me Andrew. He called me Andrew at the beginning, and we were about 4 or 5 Andrews in, and I didn't have the heart to tell him my name wasn't Andrew. I was in too deep, so I just let him call me Andrew
Like the
for the next
Blue
hour.
Some 41.
The best part about that, though, was that he got me and Damon's name right. Poop, it. Don't. And then Andrew. You had a badge that said Anthony.
The disrespect.
I reckon he secretly knew.
He definitely knew.
That was a fantastic interview.
It's a good
though.
power move.
Yes. It was like an hour and a half, though, wasn't it? chat that we had.
I thought it was him turning to Victoria and just giving the finger.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Flip the bird in the right correct.
Fuck, you would have loved the performance last week in Beryl and Cecil. Should have got him on.
Damn it. But we've interviewed Malcolm Blight as well, Graham Corns, and we've got a couple more that will be coming very, very soon as well. But honestly, to everyone here, thank you so much for being on the pod and a part of it. And spoke to the account about 25 grand we've raised for charity now too. So yay, which is great. Yay.
Chef's
All right,
kiss.
that's it.
And here's to the next 25 grand.
Buchanan hates me.
Aim high, Peter.
Aim high. Expect disappointment.
And thank you, Peter. You've made a very good franchise here, and you've brought a franchise. Is that what this is?
A franchise of
Crowject
one.
a franchise? I feel like it's a franchise. It's a franchise.
It's a franchise.
Well, they've got the.
It's not fucking Wendy's.
Don't they got the room and the swam now? Like we're franchising.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Crow is a
Room,
franchise,
Swam,
right?
Bomb.
Gant.
Gant. Dokers. Although he
was first.
Yeah, Varley.
Speaking of franchises, we're sitting here at a franchise. There's
Not
two
really.
stores now. There's two.
There's
go
two
with
stores. It's not a franchise.
So thank you so much to Nathaniels as well for being one of the OG sponsors, and also Trojan Aluminium as well.
Yes,
Abilities
yeah.
connections there. And thank you to Jordan for letting us use his space, his cavern, for a long time. Anyway, thank you so much for listening in, guys. Ray, thank you so much again.
Thank you.
Old half face. Ben.
Been called worse.
Thank you.
Go Crom.
Okay. Elodie.
Yes.
And Nathaniel, thank you so much.
Thanks very much. Thank you very much.
My name's Peter. Go Crom.
Go,
Go Crom.
Yes.